Hey everybody, back with another video. Today, I want to do a quick review of this one here. This is Y Eau de Parfum Intense. It's the newest in the Y line, and it's fairly new to my collection. I featured it on my channel here a few times already, just in different lists and whatnot, first impressions, but I've never done a full in-depth review. So if you're part of the fragrance community online, if you're in the Facebook groups and you're on Fragrantica, you know that this one is very polarizing. Either people seem to be okay with it, like it, or dislike it. And I fall somewhere in between all of them, I think. When I first got it in, I liked it a lot. I really liked it. And I still like it, but I don't know that I can say that I like it a lot. Like, it's kind of lost some of its luster to me, and that's why I wanted to get on here and give you an update on what my opinion is of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray at the top of my hand here. I've been wearing it all day today just to get another wearing experience in under my belt, so I have more information. But I've worn it a handful of times, well, probably more than that, probably 6-7 times already since I've gotten it. And so I'm pretty familiar with it. I sprayed it on the back of my hand quite a few times throughout the day just to track its scent profile. So right off the top here, it is a very aldehydic, bright bergamot ginger punch. It is very ginger forward. It is very zingy and attention grabbing and very blue, very soapy, very shower gel-esque with, imagine a very luxurious shower gel. It's still shower gel, but it's got some actual real ginger notes in there. And I don't really get a lot of juniper, to be honest. I definitely get that Y DNA, the sage that Y uses in all their fragrances, that herbal dark quality kind of, it's kind of a fuzzy dark green smell that comes out quite prominently off the top. So the notes in this one is ginger, bergamot, juniper berries, middle notes sage, geranium, lavender, base notes vetiver, patchouli, and cedar. So you get a lot of sage and ginger, like I said, and quite a bit of geranium. I don't get really any lavender, as in the actual note of lavender. There is a very apparent soapiness to this fragrance, which the lavender has been known to do that. So that could be adding into the soapiness I'm getting here, but so does geranium. That kind of gives you a fresh soapy feel a lot of times. So overall, this is the soapiest fragrance from this line, in my opinion. It's very soapy, and that's kind of strange, I think, for them to put something out like this, because it's very clean and soapy. And when I first got it in, I thought it was more, for some reason, I don't know if it was just the first couple of sprays in the tube or if it was the atomizer giving it this nuance, but it was kind of musky and dirty almost in a way. And there is vetiver in the base and patchouli, so maybe I was more sensitive to it, but after wearing it a few times, I really don't get that all that much anymore. I get mostly just this crisp ginger blue fragrance. And if you're a fan of ginger and a fan of sage, you know, this one is really fantastic. I really do enjoy it. However, it's nothing special, and it's very versatile. I wear it quite often. I wear it far more than I did the Y EDP. So to summarize my thoughts on this one here, for me personally, it works wonders in my collection. I really do enjoy it. It reminds me of something like the new Polo Blue Parfum. So to summarize my thoughts on this, I'm not as enamored with it as I was when I first got it. However, it is a very good choice for those of you that think the Y EDP version from this line is too sweet. This one takes out all the sweet fruitiness and quite a bit of the sweet notes from the base and replaces it with things like vetiver, patchouli, and cedar. It's much more woody, it's much more soapy, it's way less sweet. And so for me in my collection, I wear it quite often. I can reach for it all the time. It doesn't have to be like the Y EDP. I didn't even hardly wear that through the summer because it was too cloying to me. I didn't really enjoy that smell around me so strongly. It kind of gave me a headache. This one, it doesn't do that for me at all. It's really nice, and especially if you're a fan of soapy fragrances, which I am. I'm quite a sucker for green soapy fragrances. I do think that this one is a little bit more masculine and a little bit more grown up or mature smelling than the rest in this line. But when I say that, I don't mean that it, like if you're comparing this against a lot of other things, it still falls into the blue mass appealing category. You're not going to surprise anybody with this thing. You're not going to blow anybody's minds with it. It's a very generic scent at the end of the day. It smells like it belongs in a Macy's or a Dillard's. It's nothing too niche, but at this point, I don't really care so much. I have uses for this type of fragrance in my collection, and like I said, I just love the soapy nature of this one. The ginger is so bright and so refreshing, and it's paired with enough grit and texture with that vetiver and sage to last on my skin. As far as performance goes, I get somewhere in between the EDT and the EDP. This one does not, it is not an intense version of the EDP in my mind. The EDP, I would get a solid 10 to 12 hours. That thing went forever on my skin. This one, I'm at about 8 hours and it's starting to fade pretty far into the background. I'm no longer getting wafts of it. It only projects for about the first 5 to 6 hours. And for me, that's okay. A lot of my functions that I would wear this to, or events that I would go to wearing something like this, they don't last more than 3 hours, so it's no problem at all. This is definitely going to get you through most things. Even a work day, you're going to smell fresh for most of the day. So it's a very versatile scent. It's a very good scent. I would highly recommend getting your nose on it before you buy it. So just head into any big store local to you. They're gonna, if they sell Yves Saint Laurent fragrances, they're gonna have this one out and they're gonna try to get you to buy it. It is very expensive. The sales people at these stores are gonna be pushing this one because I do think that it's the newest in the line, and so they're gonna think everybody needs to try it. But anyways, long story short, I like this one, but I don't love it. But it is going to stay in my collection. It has found a home in my collection because I do enjoy it that much. But that's all I have on this one. So if you have any opinions on it, if you have any thoughts on it, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll get you in the next one.